Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now those are in. I go back home. Yeah. I don't know what the church coming up here. I hope not.
You don't really that.
I do. I don't want him to come on so I can bother him either.
Are you having a 11:55 mental health moment?
No, my doctor gave me a new pill and I'm loving it. My doctor gave me a new pill and I'm loving it.
What is it for?
I
What are
do.
you taking
I
medicine
do.
for?
I told him I wanted a pill because I just cry all the time. And I just cry all the time. Cry, cry, cry. And I told him I just, I just feel like sad all the time. But I told him I don't want no pill to make me feel like no zombie, but I just want one to not make me cry all the time. Like I just think about stuff and then I just cry, cry.
dysfunctional family, so we don't have all of the facts to what life is really supposed to be. So when you see other people living a more meaningful life, it look like they got something that you don't. You have the same thing. You just don't know how to use it because it wasn't taught to us that way. So when I went to school for psychology, I learned that. So you have to learn how to take what you have and build it into what you want, but also understand where you are. That's called self-awareness. So you need to be aware of what's going on, but it's not. Thank you so much. It's not going to be an appeal. Your bag's almost ready. You just need to take it right now. Okay. Doctors get paid, which you should already know that they get paid to write prescriptions. So it doesn't matter what you come in there and say. He gets paid every time he write it out. So they're not going to ever tell you that you don't have nothing and that nothing is wrong, or that you just need to maybe exercise or get some friends, or thank you, have a good day, or get some friends, or go to social events or something like that. They're not going to never tell you anything practical, but they're going to take the practical advice. It's nothing wrong with you, and it's nothing wrong with your life. You just need God. You need to pray a little bit more. You need to practice your 5 levels of gratitude. Every day you should have 5 things that you're very grateful for without doing the same 5 that you did yesterday. And then you need to probably get a journal and write down your feelings and emotions, and stop saying what you don't want when you probably want something else, and then work on what you can do, and then what you can't, you just don't worry about. That's the stuff you give to the Lord. There's nothing wrong with your life, and you're not depressed, and there's nothing wrong with you. I'd be a good counselor, wouldn't I? I wouldn't tell nobody that. So I'd be a good counselor. You still on the phone? Did you hang up? Are you crying now? Are you all right?
I'm not crying at all.
What's Sheila say?
About what?
I mean, you call her to see what she was doing for the holidays?
She's cooking.
I bet she's gonna have a pretty dinner. So I would have been so happy that my grandkids came. I would have gave them the event of a lifetime. But I would have told them, and it sounded like you did that, but I would have told them, okay, now what y'all need for y'all to do is do this for me or whatever. It would have been that. Or it just depends. I probably would have been so glad to have them. I probably would have been glad to clean up behind them and just been happy with the joy of it that they came. But I probably say that because I don't get to see mine. You get to see yours, so we're not going to feel the same on that. So then I just would have told them what I wanted them to do. I want y'all to clean up in the house.
No, honey, that don't work. You tell them that, they still don't do it. They don't appreciate you. It don't matter what you do, you're not appreciated.
What did stylus say about all his stuff?
But they don't like how Autumn was kind of snubbing like a little bit. Now Nobi mama don't get them nothing or do nothing. And she get the same. She get the same attention or whatever that out of that I get. She get. And she don't do nothing. She don't do no grandchildren stuff. She don't babysit, none of that.
Why she don't do that?
She just don't. Mama said she never did.
So nobody can call her mom and say, can you keep Autumn?
No, because she ain't gonna do it.
I thought you told me nobody they be taking her over there sometimes, and if Autumn call and say she ready to go, they'll come.
That's that big mama house. That's at Nobi's mama house. Mama's mama.
Oh.
She got a big woman's house and not nobody knows.
Dang, no be young enough to have her mama and her grandmama. Okay, so it sounds like they got it sounds like Toya daddy gave them amazing Christmas gifts.
Choice of who?
I said Toya daddy gave his kids amazing Christmas gifts.
Choice baby because
Yeah,
Robert Daddy ain't that shit.
yeah, Toya baby daddy. So the gift that he had gave them, they didn't overlap with yours, cause you had got them a
No,
phone too.
I got them phones. I didn't get them iPads, so why you saying two?
Oh, I forgot. Only Silas got the iPad. Girl, I bet. So the little one that say, "What about me?" She got a phone and an iPad.
Yeah.
I am over it. I am over it. That is so sweet.
So I was probably overly excited, happy they got one.
Wow, so now be asking the whole his.
Mm-hmm.
They got the same one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you didn't say what he. Wait a minute. I'm eating and crunching. That sounds so ugly. Hold on. You ain't say what Silas said. Nothing.
About what?
About your stuff that you got him. He had a real good Christmas.
You said
I
what
told
you
Easter,
gave.
I said Silas had a big boy. Silas got a real good Christmas. Wanda did for all her grandchildren. I said, and she said they're coming over there for Thanksgiving. I mean for Christmas Eve. I said Silas got a real good Christmas coming.
What she
He
said?
got a Christmas that boys in high school would want. Huh?
And what she said?
She ain't doing nothing. It sounds like she trying to figure her like what she gonna do without talking too much. Cause she finna retire. I didn't think she had been there long enough, but she said they offered it to her. So I think that's what she doing, trying to see if she wanna move or not. She said she wanna go to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What?
I'm out trying to see what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. Make me a little bit of money. I ain't made none yet.
Sure ain't nothing that gonna be open tomorrow.
Huh?
Ain't nothing going on with that gonna be open tomorrow.
I'm thinking that's why I want to stay home. But at the same time, um, stuff do be, um, people still be moving around and ordering stuff. So it might be something going on tomorrow. I don't know. I went. I ain't have to do no work today, and I made my goal. I went to Kroger and I was talking to this white lady. She looked so festive coming into Kroger, and I heard her on the phone talking when she pulled up, and she was having the best day ever trying. So when I got out, we was walking in Kroger side by side, and she said she had just left the gambling place and she had just ate and she had won. And I was like, okay. I said, you look so cute and fast. I said, you look so cute with your little boots and your little dress. I said, honey, did you get you a booth? And we was just laughing and talking. And I said, I'm in here working. And she was like, child, I'm finna go. And she told me what she was going to cook. And I was like, I'm coming with you. And she said, come on. So we was talking. I said, no. I said, I'm finna go in here and try to work so I can make me a little money to make my grocery today and whatever. And she said, no, I tell you what. And she reached right in her purse and said, here you go. Merry Christmas. And I looked at my hand, girl. It was $100 bill. I said, I'm over it. I said, thank you so much. I didn't know what to do, girl. I was like, for real. She was like, yes, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of your day. My child, how much did you win? Girl, I was so happy. I put that them people grocery right back. I mean, I put that canceled that app and came right on out that store. I was like, oh, I ain't got to work today.
Yep, nice.
It was so nice. It was so nice and unexpected. And I was just being friendly because I liked her energy. She was just so crump. And she was by herself. And she looked so cute with her little black dress on, with her legs out and her cowboy boots. And I said, oh, you just doing it. And she was like, child, I went and I just had lunch. And she said, I had an amazing day. And she was like, my burger was good. And we was just talking. And I was laughing because she was so, she must have been drinking, but she was so happy. That lady reached right in her purse and said, here, honey. I said, oh, let me keep talking. I hope I'm gonna drive tonight though, cause Bowling Green get drunk, child, and I love they drunk white people, cause they tip good, and they always somebody always inviting me out. One lady told me, "Come on out with me and my husband. I'll give you $50 and pay for your drinks." So I think I'm gonna work tonight because they might be going to Christmas parties or people's houses. So I'm gonna get me a little bit of rest and work tonight. If you met a guy and he told you he used to be on drugs, what would you say?
What?
If you met a guy and he used to be on drugs, what would you say? Would you care?
It all depends on what kind of drug.
He said anything.
What?
He said anything.
You could change the conversation, that apparently you must have been anything.
Huh?
I said if you could change the conversation, then you must be done doing anything.
What that got to do with anything? Why would you say that?
Because if anybody told you they used to be on drugs or anything, they could tell them.
Why does everybody have a past? I understand the level of.
But that would be my first thought was, well, we have to have a major turnaround, own a business, a company or something to be bragging about that, not never telling nobody you on any and everything, and you still ain't got nothing showing for yourself.
Not on it, used to be on it.
That's what I'm saying. In order to be bragging that to somebody that you're just talking to a meeting, in order to be saying that, you have got to have a great turnaround, something that you can show and make somebody be like, oh, God, you came a long ways. But just telling
Oh,
somebody
okay,
that
okay.
Just telling
Okay.
somebody that you got the bare minimum, no, that would be a turnoff and should never be talked to again. Because that
Okay.
means it's not going nowhere.
Okay.
Around the corner.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Especially if you stay in a motel.
Yes, he's still on drugs.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Probably just 3 days out of recovery and think he's doing something.
He just was real funny. No, it was no, it wasn't. Now I ain't gonna lie. He got, it's something about him that I thought was just funny, and I was thinking, but I was saying to myself, he's not my type. But I'm not interested. But it was something about him that he had, like, he one of them guys that you could laugh and trip out with all day. But it was nothing. It was nothing. When he said the drug part, I was like, oh, here we go. All right, let me try to find my hooks that I'm looking for. Trying not to spend no crazy amount of money on them. I don't want to go have to go to Lowe's. I know they got them, but they're gonna cost an arm and a leg. All right, I'll call you later on.
Uh,
All right, bye.